स्टार्ट कर दे।
Hi guys, Dave and I are back, not with a cricket episode this time, possibly something even bigger. We are celebrating a hero, an icon, American superstar, a Hollywood legend. Before I get into the name of this beautiful person, Dave, I had a thought that what are we without our heroes, man? I mean, our heroes are the people who truly complete us, be it our family members, be it our bigger brothers, be it our sisters, be it our wives, be it our spouses, be it our girlfriends, be it whoever. Everyone needs a hero, man. So, what is your take on the word hero?
Well, I've never really had a girlfriend on a lighter note who I hero worshipped. In fact, she would hit me with a sandal if I ever worshipped her. But there is one person who I can bow down to at any point of day, month, week, year, or lifetime. And that is one person who binds us both together. And that person's name is Thomas Jeffrey Hanks, the great Tom Hanks, who was born this very date back in 1956, July 9, at Concord, California. And I think the reason why he was born in Concord is because he's gone on to conquer so many milestones, giving us boundless smiles, endless enthusiasm, and spreading intrepid interest in through various paths that he became intrinsically a part of, which have inspired and entertained in equal measure. Actors, there are many, but icons, there are few. And superstars, there are even rarer than Tom Hanks, a one of a kind man himself. So yeah, I mean, I cannot imagine a life or going to imagining the cinema scape without a man like Tom Hanks.
You know, Dave, it's interesting you talk about this. I would just add on to that, saying that stars, there are many, actors, there are few, and then there's Tom Hanks.
Yes, there are actors and then there is Tom Hanks. And what you
Exactly,
have
man.
in
I mean,
middle are people like Brad जो काफी पिट जाते हैं कभी-कभी बीच में.
and Tom, who's hardly cruising.
Yeah, and there's another Tom who's always on cruise control. But there's only one man who's dependable, who's always in a steady and sturdy mode. And that's how he's been like, Pranay. I mean, whether you talk of
Yeah,
his...
he's been epic. In fact, the man is so great that one of the great Bollywood stars really likes him, and I believe had made a hairstyle to match that of Tom Hanks. We're talking about the great Amir Khan. So
he's
it's
coming out with a Punjabi movie called Lal Singh Chadda, inspired
which is
from
an adapter of Forrest Gump.
Yes, yes. And I'm personally looking forward to that. Also, because for those viewers who might be tuning into us from the United States of America, the chances of which are as frequent as me excelling in mathematics, you should know that.
West Indies winning a one-day World Cup.
Yeah, or West Indies winning any game for that matter. Is that Amir Khan, the legendary actor in India, is also compared because of his versatile acting craft to none other than the icon Tom Hanks himself. Yeah,
True, very
that's
true.
the most basic fact. But
You know, so when you talk about Bollywood actors, also I certainly put Amir Khan in that on that pedestal that they're actors, and then there's Amir Khan.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that guy epitomizes acting for me. So
imagine a movie where both people would come to share a stage, because two great legends in you and me have already shared the stage so many times, creating fireworks. Who knows that we ourselves burst the crackers? It's a different matter. But when Amir Khan will become Amir Hanks and Tom Khan, then imagine the fireworks that will explode. And I'm serious here.
You know, they're so rich in their acting that it can be totally Amir Hanks also, because they're so Amir when it comes to their acting. It's fantastic, man.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
So, Dave, what are your first memories of the great Tom Hanks?
You know, truth be told, Tom Hanks was kind of a rescuer for me without him even knowing him as being one.
Wow.
I had gone to Allahabad. This happens to be, for those viewers who aren't aware, who are only aware of the existence of Delhi, Bombay, and Bangalore in India. Allahabad is before the great honorable Prime Minister and his henchmen decided to make it Prayagraj. Allahabad used to and still is a very beautiful city.
It's the city from where Amitabh Bachchan hails, man. I'm surprised that people don't know Allahabad. It's shocking if that's the case.
quite a few in India, I'm sure, who don't know, and much more than India, many outside India who don't know. So, how Tom Hanks became a rescuer was that I used to be a kid, and like
We all
everyone
were
else,
here once upon a time. No worry.
but I wasn't a test tube baby. So I congratulate myself as one. Not that test tube babies are not adorable. I love them.
When I
So
used to be a kid.
when I used to be a kid, I was not an elder. So sorry for getting onto a different track altogether. I was met with this a twin pair of brothers whose names I don't wish to recall because they would be after my lives after hearing this. So they kind of insulted my English, rather the lack of it, because I used to speak in broken English once upon a time, and for some
Uh,
reason I don't know
Before
how.
you proceed, Dave, viewers, you must know that if this guy spoke in broken English once upon a time, for me, he is one of the best, or if not the best English writers going around in sports, in Hollywood, in current affairs. So you can never judge a book by its cover. You need to finish the book in its entirety to know how great they are.
That was me
No,
trying
but
to show
believe you
how
me.
down to earth you are actually.
So you should never judge a book by its cover, guys. Never, ever. That's a
And
learning.
I plus never had a bookmark also. And the bookmark of my life was Tom Hanks, and I'll prove it to you right now. So I was playing cricket with this twin pair of brothers, and they made fun of my English, and it's fine, you know. I mean, I must have said that I was bathing when I should have said I was bathing or something like that. And then I came back from the summer holidays. It was my grandmother's house. It still happens to be. She's still around. Not as young as Tom Hanks, who's just turned 64, by the way. And I came back and I chanced upon a movie called Philadelphia, right? And that's the first time as a schoolboy I learned the word innocuous, which Tom Hanks's character describes as being harmless. So that's pretty much who I was, innocuous in my non-understanding or lack of understanding of English. And then after watching Philadelphia movie, I became instantly a fan of, which was a movie which I would say was much ahead of its times. I saw Turner and Hooch, and one of the most forgetful members of my family, my Tauji, my father's elder brother, whose mobile number he still keeps asking to the police officers around him, and they say certainly it is not 100. It is so. On a lighter note, then I enjoyed Turner and Hooch, a movie which depicts beautifully the bond between a police officer and an adorable dog, a hound. And then after Turner and Hooch came the phase of Forrest Gump. And then in my family, I think Tom Hanks kind of runs in my family because everybody has had some beautiful incident with the Tom Hanks movie or the other. So it was my cousin brother who happens to reside in the same city, Allahabad, who introduced me to You've Got Mail. And guess what? We have an alpha male of an actor in Tom Hanks. So my childhood was about learning, improving my vocabulary through Tom Hanks movies. Um, he's when I saw That Thing You Do in 1996, which also happens to be a prolific year for us cricket fans because it marks the ICC Cricket World Cup in India. I was doing other things as well. I was watching Tom Hanks movies. And then the legend that he is, he's gone on to make some more amazing movies after that. But watching Tom Hanks movies really got me in the conversational style of speaking English. And I was considered to be one of the better speakers of the language in my classroom. But I've never even managed to score beyond 70 in any English paper, unfortunately. But that's what it is. So that's the Tom Hanks Connect.
And now he's a published author in e-papers. That's Dev Tyagi.
Well, that's Pranay Rangra, the successful podcaster, an amazing football writer and cricket writer being at his modest best. But thank you, Pranay. But tell me about your association with Tom Hanks. How did you
So,
bump into this legend?
so Dev, for me, it doesn't go that early as it is for you. For me, I think I was in junior college when the movie Catch Me If You Can released. And
2002.
from that day, I mean, I was so in love with his acting. The not exactly dull cop, but still a slightly dull cop who finally gets Leonardo DiCaprio. But the chase is quite memorable. So
Which
from
many
that,
people in India to this day call Capairo. which is so
So,
cute.
Pyro. Yeah, so from that day on, I was just caught on to him, and it wasn't catch me if you can. It was like I'm already yours. So that's my first memory of Tom Hanks. Yeah. It doesn't go as early as it does for you, and then from there with the Terminal and so on and so forth, it just continues to build till date. So Dave, let's discuss the Terminal. I mean, I think it's one of the most iconic movies that one would have ever seen, with Stanley Tucci, with our favorite Kumar Palana, with Catherine
No more.
Zeta-Jones,
Yeah,
and with the person from Krakozia, right?
yeah, Krakozia, Krakozia.
Krakozia. So the person who's stuck at
By the way,
what's the
the
airport?
viewers of it's the real story was actually based on a person who was stuck at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. But in
Okay.
this, he was stuck in New York. He was wanting to go to New York so that he could meet the jazz artist Benny Goodman or Benny Goldman, something like that.
And he
But
had his father's ashes.
yes, in that can. And Stanley Tucci also played a remarkable character, the arrogant and tricky cop who would really get under your skin. But
I think he's also a beautiful actor, huh, Dave?
he's a beautiful actor. And you know
Devil
what he's
Wears
doing
Prada and so many other
nowadays? He's
movies.
traveling across all parts of Italy to come up with a documentary series for CNN where he talks about Italian cuisine.
Wow.
And he says that I can offer you all the place to make ravioli except on my head. That's what he said. So he's a brilliant actor. Terminal was an amazing movie. For some people who may not believe me, I watched it 14 times in the cinema. Twice I dragged my father, who I don't call Papa Hanks, and he loved the movie too. That was his first um, intimate involvement with the Tom Hanks movie on the big screen. I mean, and I remembered all its dialogues at that point of time. It came in 2004, which was an eventful year for me because my favorite cricketer Lara made 400 runs and remained not out. But let's come back and not digress to Tom Hanks. It actually happens to be a
Dave,
remarkable.
sorry. It's nice that you bring up Lara. So, who would you put on a bigger pedestal, Tom Hanks or Brian Lara?
I think I would put Tom Lara on a bigger pedestal. But on a serious note, in terms of contribution to humanity, towards inspiring people and making this world a better place, Lara has entertained, but Tom Hanks has inspired. And I think for someone whose favorite, one of whose famous quote is,
Dave, can you repeat that?
for someone whose
Yeah.
famous quote is as follows, that every morning, let's face facts, you wake up to make the world a better place. Definitely, you have to put Tom Hanks on a higher pedestal because he's an extraordinary human being. As remarkably high the numbers, sales figures, and profits he's made of his movies, he's become more down to earth. In fact, I think he lives in a basement, not even on the ground
Uh,
floor. He's so down to earth. So,
Dave,
that's
so when you talk about Tom Hanks being so nice, so humble, such a good person, the word philanthropy actually gets a new meaning when you get Tom Hanks in that conversation, because it's so easy for people to call the other person philanthropist these days. But for us, or rather for me for sure, he's a guy who fits the bill there.
yeah.
I'm sure he does for you also. So tell us some memorable dialogues from the movie Terminal.
Well, the most memorable dialogue from the movie Terminal for me is there are two funny dialogues. So when Catherine Zeta-Jones' character Emilia Warren asks him out for a date, and it's not the other way around, by the way, she says that, "What time are we going to have dinner?" He says, "Dinner time," which is the cutest dialogue. and and the other late great actor, who, by the way, the man on the other side of screen has penned a beautiful tribute to on a website called rapidleaks.com, and I'm talking about Kumar Palana. He says, "You come this close to America, but you don't have the courage to go from here to here. You are a coward." I mean, he was a legendary actor. And imagine an ensemble cast of Catherine Zeta-Jones, Hanks, Stanley Tucci, Kumar Palana, all of us combining to give as perhaps one of the most underappreciated movies of the last decade. The 2000s period. So I enjoyed Terminal a lot. At a time when we expected what might come out of the can would be baked beans, one of America's staple diet, but actually his father's ashes.
Yeah.
Uh, Heart-touching movie, beautiful movie. Um, what are the other movies you have been
In fact,
inspired
guy,
by?
so Dave, before we get into Tom Hanks talking about his other movies, guys, if you want to check Kumar Palana out, you should definitely check him in the Royal Tenenbaums, in Terminal, in the Waiting Room. He is possibly one of the best vaudevillains of his time. I mean, he is fantastic. The guy is such a genius that it actually got me to write an article on him. And
Yeah,
as Dave said, the word underappreciated, I think he's one of the most underappreciated actors of his time. He is truly fantastic. You guys should
he's somebody
definitely
who
check him out.
migrated to America decades back. He
In
was
the
working in
40s or
circus.
50s, Dave. I mean,
Yes, yes. And he
yeah,
was from Indore or something, if I'm not wrong.
he was
Indore or
born in
Gujarati, I
Indore.
guess.
He spent his time in Chennai also. In
Yeah,
fact, his
yeah.
sons also own a cafe somewhere close to, somewhere in California, possibly
And there was
close
a
to
there was
Hollywood.
very very funny movie where he played the role of a Dadaji. Every time a couple is about to get intimate, he comes and he cuffs so that they don't get into an uncomfortable position. So that was that was Kumar
He's
Khurana.
played the role of a Coast Guard also in Anjana Anjani, the Ranbir Kapoor, Priyanka Chopra movie. Whenever they're about to kiss, the guy comes with his lights. What are you guys doing in the ocean? It is very cold out here. Please get on the boat. I mean,
Actually,
I
we didn't know
think
what they were trying to do. Well, but yeah,
he's
but
fantastic, man.
one of the most interesting facts, I don't know if you're aware of this, Tom Hanks has an asteroid named after him. It's an
Okay.
asteroid called Tom Hanks 12818.
Wow.
And that's because of his lifelong dedication to the outer world, because he himself, given his God-given talent, seems outwardly in nature. So I think the American Space Society or some organization like that named an asteroid after him. He's the nicety in Tom Hanks stems naturally from the fact that he's related to Abraham Lincoln from his mother's side. He's a distant relative of Abraham Lincoln. And little surprised that when Barack Obama was the serving president, that it was Tom Hanks who supported him, rallied for him, and raised a voice of support and chorus, putting all his might and energy behind Barack Obama, who certainly was a far better human being than Mr. Donald Trump, who got out trumped in the end. So, well, that's some of the
But you
other.
know, Dave, honestly, I beg to differ on that, but let's not get into the Democrat versus the Republican politics here. Uh, let's continue with
I thought
the
you would
Tom Hanks
differ.
debate.
I thought you would differ with me on the Looney Tunes part of it, the Donald Duck part of it, but it's still
We all
valid.
have opinions, man. There.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so Dave,
When did you
after the
first
term,
see? Let me first ask you, when did you first see Forrest Gump, and what do you like most about the movie?
you know, in fact, I didn't see it in the 90s. I saw it on a DVD in the mid 2000s. And
Right.
a person running without ambition, but still with a lot of ambition is something like that really motivated me, man. It was fantastic. I just remember the movie in glimpses right now, not totally, but the very fact that he just run Forest run was just too good, man. It was epic.
On that note,
Even for
I
that
would like
matter,
to.
the way he got his act together to be on a secluded island in Castaway was really something, man. I mean, the movie was so deep, and plus it teaches you how to survive in complete loneliness when you have nothing. It's to create opportunity when faced with adversity. I mean, that movie had a learning.
Yeah, so much so that an immovable, lifeless object becomes a person for you,
Exactly.
Wilson. And I think when Tom Hanks's online character, Chuck Nolan was the name, if I'm not mistaken, when he weeps having lost Wilson, I think it is us audiences who wept with him too. But before I get into Castaway, I would want to mimic for our audiences what I used to do and what I've irritated to the umpteenth number of times all my cousins in my family. A dialogue from Forrest Gump. Hello, those must be wonderful shoes. I wish I had shoes like that. My mom always said. Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I think indirectly what Tom Hanks was trying to mean here was that the kind of movies he would make in the aftermath would be like a box of chocolates because they would be always sweet, never sour, always uplifting, and never demeaning. Because inspiration and Tom Hanks are, I think, one in the same word, just that they are spelled differently. And look at the kind of movies, the kind of the Hollywood canvas that he has enriched, making movies of such great reputation. Of Bridge of Spies, again a very underrated movie. Sully, your favorite movie in recent times.
Captain
Then
Phillips.
Captain Phillips. So not a great man to
Brilliant.
be stuck with, whether you are on the airport or an island. Never take a ride with him, is what they say, is what a familiar meme has said. But tell me
The
what you
only
like.
thing sir about Tom Hanks is that वो सारी दुनिया को इतना entertain करता है कि it's epic, man.
उसकी मूवीज में बहुत सारा सार होता है, तो सार है जीवन का उसकी मूवीज में. You were telling me earlier about Bridge of Spies. What is it about that movie which you like a lot?
An American lawyer coming to Germany and that too getting it right with the Soviets in East Germany was something for me to get that American pilot, if I'm not mistaken, out, or a British pilot, I don't remember which one, and to do that deal with that shrewd Russian guy, it was something, man. And think about the diversity of the man. See him play a person who's stuck at an airport as a with a slight twist of comedy. Then see him play a pilot who actually saves the entire plane and not even a single person is dead, hurt in Sully. To uh, a, a captain of a ship who sort of tries his best to fight off the pirates, to a lawyer in the Bridge of
Philadelphia.
Spies who actually goes out there to sort of figure a deal with the Soviets. I mean, diversity is
His
Tom
range
Hanks.
is unbelievable. His range is
Like,
unbelievable. And long before
believe you
all of this
me,
happened,
I haven't seen any other actor with so much diversity. I mean, I look up to the guy to guys like Jack Nicholson, to Morgan Freeman, to possibly who's that other guy who
Denzel
was there in a
Washington.
Sandler, Dustin Hoffman, uh, Clint Eastwood. I mean, those guys are legends in their own rights, man.
Yeah,
But the kind of diversity this guy brings to the table is unparalleled. Like, I'm a
absolutely.
huge Adam Sandler fan also for the very fact that he does comedy. And he does baseless comedy, and that's also so entertaining. But when it comes to acting, there's no one like Tom Hanks. Too. No one.
Absolutely. Long before, I don't know, have you seen movies like Joe versus the Volcano, The Man with One Red Shoe, Big? These are three amazing movies you must catch up on. And for our listeners, for those who we consider fortunate because they are hearing us today, you know, Tom Hanks's pairing with Meg Ryan has been
Mm.
fantastic. So far, they have come against each other for 4 5 movies, the likes of which include You've Got Mail, before that Sleepless in Seattle, before that Volunteers, before that Joe versus the Volcano. You have the entire movie out there on YouTube, and it's a movie where a man is conned into believing that he has some sort of a brain problem called brain cloud, and he's coaxed to jump inside a volcano to to just experience a divine experience altogether. And it's the only film where Meg Ryan till date has played multiple characters, each of which has some kind of a romantic involvement with Tom Hanks. And there's a beautiful scene that, much like Castaway, a much younger Tom Hanks is stuck in the middle of the ocean. He's practically on a suitcase or something, and he's playing the little guitar. I don't know the name of that exact. It took me 5 years to pronounce ukulele, the musical instrument. So I may not want to bet my chances against this one. And he's singing a song called the Cowboy Song, and it's a beautiful scene in Joe versus Volcano. You have to see the movie. And then we saw years later Tom Hanks pairing romantically opposite Meg Ryan as Joe Fox, the owner of the famous Fox bookstore. which successfully defeats a much smaller but a much more treasured little New York bookstore called the Shop Around the Corner. And then the way the movie ends with both of them coming together in a crowded marketplace, and Meg Ryan hugging him and kissing him and saying, "I so wanted it to be you. I wanted it to be you so badly." Tom Hanks, as you rightly said, is a man of various hats. He's an unbelievable actor, the likes of which we'll never see again, honestly.
Dave, speaking about Meg Ryan, the only Meg that unfortunately viewers remember is this movie of the recent past, the Megalodon,
Which is based on a
because
shark.
which is based on a shark, the biggest shark in the ocean. That's that's the kind of memory that possibly people have in today's time. When you talk about Meg, they're like, "Oh, the shark." We're like, "No, she's Ryan."
Right, right. And it's interesting you bring the word up, shark, because in a Hollywood industry where everybody is like a shark running after commerce, here's a man whose moral compass never wavers. He has his heart at the right place. Do you remember? I mean, do you know in 2020 how he came to the rescue of a very troubled kid in Australia? There was a kid who wrote him a letter saying that my name is Corona or COVID or something like that. And because of that, some Aussie typical bullies in Australia. It's an amazing country made up of too many bullies. They would bully this kid, and Tom Hanks encouraged him. He wrote back to him, and I think he also later on sent him one of his typewriters or something like that. It's actually a true incident, and it was he had only just recovered from the COVID virus himself. He and his amazing, beautiful wife Rita Wilson,
Rita Wilson.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and there's no surprises that Tom Hanks has gone on to shower his love for space by co-producing, actually by rather by producing movies like From Earth to the Moon, which is again talking about celestial experiences covering space. He's been America's greatest storyteller by tagging along with rather partnering with his close friend Steven Spielberg in making Band of the Brothers, and it's just fantastic. Tell me what Tom Hanks hasn't done. He considered himself a fan of Irfan Khan, the late great Indian actor.
Dave, which is that movie in which Tom Hanks is a professor? I had seen it on Netflix. I forget the name. Yeah, and who's
He's a
the
professor
actress?
or a student?
Student, not a professor. Yeah, student.
Larry Crown. Larry Crown.
Larry Crown. Beautiful man. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many movies in which people don't know that Tom Hanks has been there, or they rather don't know that this is a Tom Hanks movie, which has also been so wonderful. Yeah. I mean, like
Many
Larry
people,
Crown, I wouldn't think many people know about it because it's only on the OTT platform.
yeah, like, do you know that there is a movie in which he starred alongside Bruce Willis,
Oh, which one is this?
The Bonfire of Vanities?
Oh,
It's based on a novel actually by the same name, The Bonfire of Vanities. I think he plays a stockbroker down on his luck or something like that. So, apart from, so Tom Hanks is a Hollywood's nice guy, and one of the most beautiful memories I had growing up in school was that I read up an essay on a rather nondescript website which attributed respect to Thomas Jeffrey Hanks by saying he's like mum and ice cream, and it's impossible to not like either. And I think it's so true.
hmm.
He also has a football connection. Do you know he's a huge fan of which particular club?
Which one is that?
Aston Villa.
Wow. Speaking about Aston Villa, there's a guy who's doing wonders in the English team right now, Jack Grealish, who comes from Aston Villa. He comes on as a substitute, and he's the X factor. So
Wow.
possibly England's getting the gift that the great man likes from the
Yeah.
same club.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting you should say that because Tom Hanks, I think from his either his father or his mother's side of ancestry has English roots. He also has Portuguese roots, by the way. So it's Portuguese American English roots, and he happened to meet the Queen of England, and he describes it as one of the funniest experiences because he thought that when he was shaking hands with her, he almost crushed her nimble hands. But but I'm sure those hands are full of warmth, nonetheless. Which are the other movies which you feel are unsung and should be watched again and again?
For me, Sully for sure. Whenever I see it on TV, I have to watch it. Terminal is one epic movie. Then talking about Tom Hanks, I love watching Larry Crown also. So it's there on Netflix. One can grab it anytime. Bridge of Spies. So if you
Have you
need
seen Burbs?
the comic
Burbs?
rush, go to Terminal. No, I haven't seen the books.
You should see the Burbs, in which he's playing a young guy stuck in a typical American neighborhood full of diverse characters, and suddenly a family which comes to reside next to his house is a crazy family which believes in occult and hardly looks human. It's not even a werewolf. It's a funny movie, and only a Tom Hanks, the mega star who we know today, who once starred in lesser successful movies like The Money Pit and The Man with One Red Shoe, was able to convert a serious theme into a funny one. So you have to see The Burbs. It's actually short for the suburbs. Like in Bombay, there is
Oh,
this.
yeah. That's a very pseudo thing in Bombay, man. You're a townie, I'm a burby. The first time they said burbs, I was like, burb, Dakar. They're like, dude, that's burbs.
And then it
Suburban
went like
burbs.
the Dakar Rally, in which a lot of drivers have competed, including Fernando Alonso. But I don't know if Tom Hanks has ever been to India. If there is an opportunity, I think we should try and make time for it. But what I can tell you with
Definitely,
100% conviction is that today, members of an organization called the Tom Hanks Day would be very happy. So there are these three amazing Americans, very beautiful people. They work in their respective fields. They are following respective careers, but they all come together. And in the beginning of the year is where, in the first quarter of the year is where they celebrate the International Tom Hanks Day. And today I'm sure they
wow.
would be rightly going gaga about the man himself. And I've shared a couple of articles with them, and they were very kind enough. So International Tom Hanks Days. This is me, Dev Tyagi, tipping my hat to you once again. You've been extremely sweet over the years. What else can we
Dave,
talk
can we
about?
call you Dave Hanks Tyagi for today?
You must call me Dave. Just thank me and shut up now, because I've been speaking so much.
That's the love that he has for the man, the passion. Guys, when you're passionate about something, time is immaterial because conversations just keep happening. It's
Absolutely,
it's so beautiful. So,
absolutely.
Dave, speaking about Tom Hanks, what did you think of him as the as the warrior, the savior in the movie Sully?
He was fantastic. I think
And with the court case, the simulation, and the way they come out
he
strong.
was he was
Who's the
brilliant.
other guy with him?
He
Aaron Eckhart, right?
Yes, Aaron Eckhart, who resembles a bit of Shane Watson, who resembles a Shane Watson who's been over smoking a bit. But that's just my view.
Harvey
So
Dent.
I think, yeah, Harvey Dent, the two-faced. But that was
You
a
have a
brilliant
coin.
movie. Yeah.
Let's flip the coin.
ये part जल गया मेरा ये सुन के. I don't even have a coin. That's the irony of life. I'm coinless. I can't be coined. So I love Sully, to
The
answer your
coin
question.
prince of Gotham.
Yeah, the coin prince. So that part when he's taken for medical examination in the hospital, in that medical facility, and they say your blood pressure is fine and everything. Uh, some there's a segment in the movie in which he has cried or something.
Yeah.
He's not extremely teary-eyed, but that sort of um, captures the good-hearted American spirit, which Tom Hanks very convincingly and rightfully conveyed.
The spirit of
When
concern. Yeah.
the spirit of concern, of
Yeah.
camaraderie, of caring for the
Yeah.
society,
Yeah.
and giving back.
Yeah.
Only Tom Hanks could have done that part, and I actually watched that movie with a cousin who I fondly call Tom Hanks. He's the real brother of the person with whom we held a cricket podcast the last time around. Bharat Sharma, if
Oh.
you're listening to this one is for you. He convinced me to watch Sully with him, and it was like watching two Tom Hankses because he's one of the nicest person I've come to know. And so
So
I
you had
love
a double
Sully.
thanks that day.
I had a double hang. Give me two pieces of scotch, please. Two shots of scotch. Give me double hangs, please. So that's one of the favorite memories. And
What did you think
you
about
know,
him in the Bridge of Spies?
I have completely forgotten the movie because I only watched the first half of it. So I'm yet to watch Bridge of Spies once again.
Oh,
Um, but I
it's
really enjoyed
his very good friend who's made it, Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. You're absolutely right. I must watch. In fact, tonight I really enjoyed Toy Story, the different installations of Toy Story, and he became the
Mm,
cowboy.
yeah.
The hero, the heroic boy of America became the cowboy. And I really think that God has been very kind to mankind when He made Tom Hanks, because He wanted us to understand the fact that you can still be simple despite garnering boundless success. So as of 2014, this is a man whose movies have collectively crossed revenue figures of 4 billion American dollars. But
Wow.
to this day on Instagram, he does the simplest of things. And it's become a very popular trend. Whenever Tom Hanks spots anything who somebody unbeknownst to him or her has left behind, it could be on a metro station, it could be inside a Subway sandwich shop. He captures a picture and writes a caption called "Found it here, Hanks, Hanx." So not a person you can ever
Wow.
annex from your life. So this is the kind of Tom Hanks. He goes for jogging and he sees an American couple getting married. He photo bombs them, joins the celebrations, sporting shorts and wearing the jacket, the running jacket and kids. So that's just the normal,
The
common, everyday
philosophy
American.
of you can only get them to love you if you're one with them.
Absolutely, well said, well said.
Mm. So, talking about Insta stories, Tom Hanks is doing such great things there. What do you think about what our Indian cricketers are doing here?
I think
Or
they are
we
doing
should not
nothing but
talk about that in this episode, man. We are here
yeah.
to be happy here. We are here to be
Uh,
happy. We are here to celebrate.
yeah, not to take their pants off and imagine that wow, what is hanging out there is not what we wanted to hang out with. Not such episodes, but definitely our Indian cricketers can learn a lot of lesson in humility from Tom Hanks.
Surely.
He reminds you that in an age favoring histrionics and shenanigans, you can still be simple. Yeah, you can still be a normal guy. Another normal person like him is Keanu Reeves, who gives back a lot to the society.
True.
Who took a pay cut in The Devil's Advocate only so that the great Al Pacino could be accommodated in the movie. So these two great Hollywood icons, there's a lot to learn from them. You know,
100%.
so
In fact, so is Adam Sandler to an extent, Dave. Do you know that in all his movies, he has a group of people that he always casts, like Rob Schneider, like
who was in
Chris
the
Rock.
Hannibal, the funny guy?
Yeah, that's right. Chris
Crazy
Rock.
actor.
Then there's another guy. I'm forgetting his name. The two more guys. So they all are very close knit family, man. And his biggest prerogative is to get them the maximum benefit in terms of money from these movies, and then whatever is left, he takes a share from that.
Wow,
So
that's huge.
that's really beautiful. Yeah. Happy Madison is his production company, which is a
Okay,
concoction of Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, two of his movies. I don't know. I really respect that guy, and he happens to be
let's
a Jew.
Pranay, let's Pranay Rangra with this profound knowledge on Adam Sandler, whose greatest movie, according to me, is Punchline, a very underappreciated movie.
Which is
Punchline.
punch,
Sorry, Punchline is Tom
yeah,
Hanks's movie.
punchline,
Funny people. Funny people.
funny people there.
So Punchline, interestingly, long before stand-up comedy really became a career option for people, I was so caught up with Tom Hanks that I said it. So he came out in this movie, starring the opposite, the very lady who played his mom in Forrest Gump, Sally Field. So he came out in Punchline playing an established stand-up comedian. It's a very, very underrated Tom Hanks movie and one of the real gems. Life has actually not been very easy for Tom Hanks, who, by the way, at the age of 10, had already moved 10 different homes. He was part of a
Oh,
fractured family, a broken family. But he learned his devotion to theater was such that he would watch on inside a space of 24 hours, back-to-back theater performances. Tennessee Williams has directed plays, to quote a few. And what I've come to know is that one of his great life-changing moments was when he found an internship with a theater drama group in Ohio. And the Great Lakes Festival is when he worked, and he understood the intricacies of theater design, lighting, backstage production. So Tom Hanks got himself involved in all different aspects, which also likens him to the great Amir Khan, because he likes to keep himself involved in not just the act which is in front of the camera, but the magic which also unsungly, for the lack of a better word, happens behind it.
And one more thing that I really like about these two stars is that these two actors, sorry, stars is my bad, because acting is their religion and not stardom. Uh, they don't overkill the audience with movies, man. They give them time to digest the first movie or the one that they've just seen, and then build an appetite for the next one, which is so important in a time when people, like, I won't name names, but they're doing about 6 movies a year.
And terrible ones too.
So terrible ones too. So that's also something which, like, gets me to seriously give them a lot of respect, because if you're building an appetite for the viewer to consume your movies, it's very good. And they're not actors also, man. It seems like they're your friends and you're a part of that movie, to be
Yeah.
very honest.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tom Hanks, he's
And
enriched
they've.
our.
I think we should do one on Amir Khan's birthday also. I think the guy deserves
We
it.
should. We should. We will definitely not be concerning ourselves with his recent split from his wife, which apparently sold a few more newspapers than many Indians would have thought in the recent days. Like, how does it matter if his marriage ended? It doesn't increase the
And
price of fish.
I wonder if these stars, anyways, have anything called as their personal life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Personal lives
Absolutely.
is as familiar for them as not finding pseudo people in India.
Yeah.
If I'm,
I mean, I should ask you a question. Shouldn't there be a movie in which the two famous Toms should come together? There hasn't really been a movie so far. Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks together under one stage in one production. That hasn't happened. A movie like that in India.
surprisingly, Dave, I'm not much of a Tom Cruise fan, so it wouldn't be something for me to look forward to. But
Okay.
because
So it
that
would be
guy
like
is
a Mission
too
Impossible
commercial for
film
me,
if
man.
you were to do.
In fact, you'll be surprised that the only movie that I've really liked Tom Cruise is in. You want to take a guess?
Top Gun.
Jerry Maguire.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie. I think you look like the kid who was in the movie, the little kid that was
Thanks,
there.
man. Thanks.
Not that you have grown mentally a bit at all after that, but
The kid has, but
it has. I'm glad. I'm glad he did.
uh,
But oh
so
God.
any
So
parting words for Tom Hanks, Dave?
Mr. Tom Hanks continue to inspire us and enrich our lives, doing the vivid characters which you effortlessly play on the big screen. And I think the reason why the big screen is called so is because it is replete with a lot of shenanigans, but only rare figures who elevate the stature of cinema. And one such figure who's responsible for that is you. And it's called the big screen because you starred in a movie called Big, which was, I think, nominated for an Oscar, unless I'm very much mistaken. So Tom Hanks, you have entertained us for so many years. Anyone who doesn't know, one of the greatest things about Tom Hanks is to simply listen to his Oscar acceptance speech, which he won at the back of winning the Best Actor award in Philadelphia, which, let's not forget, featured another great in American cinema, Mr. Denzel Washington. मैं उनके चरण छूना चाहता हूँ, ऐसा एक्टर हो नहीं सकता.
नहीं है
I
भाई.
don't. There
I agree.
is, it's
Superb.
Tom Hanks.
Superb.
Tom Hanks is he's the white Denzel Washington, and Denzel Washington is the black Tom Hanks. And the fact that they are so similar in their charisma, their acting craft, the sheer versatility. I mean, Denzel Washington is no less either. And it was only a dream come true to see these two American heavyweights, not defined by physicality but by acting talent, share the same screen. It's an amazing movie, Philadelphia. Amazing.
You know, Dave, speaking of Washington, do you know why the president and the vice president of America really hold India in high regard?
Because we have a player called Washington Sundar,
That's right.
which,
So we think very fondly of Washington. That's why.
if not of Sundar, or whether the fact that he's Sundar or not. But he's Sundar. That's his surname.
Yeah. You know, guys, for me also, adding to what Deva said, that there are a lot of stars who are big, who earn fat checks, who earn hefty pays. But there are very few actors who evolve you as a person to make you the bigger person in life. And that is Tom Hanks for me. So he, in that sense, is truly a big star, a big actor. And above all, a big human being, a very respected human being. And he sort of motivates me also to become like that, to become the bigger person in every tussle that I am in every challenge in life. And hats off to the guy, man. There's nothing but
Most
respect for him.
bankable actor. Great respect for him. Tom Hanks, we love you. We love everything about you. Even the films which you may yourself feel were not great, I think they are amazing. I think they are going to do great injustice by redoing Turner and Hooch, which I believe Disney has put funds into. Because there can only be one original Turner and Hooch. Scott Turner can be no other else but Tom Hanks himself. Well, he's made love to mermaids. Have you watched Splash? If you haven't, but then you should splash a color of entertainment in your life by watching the movie. So, Tom Hanks, wishing you a very healthy, prosperous, and a peaceful life, the likes of which you would want for your fans also. Wishing you a very happy birthday. And this has been one of my favorite podcasts with you, Pranay.
Thanks, Dave. Likewise. Happy birthday, Tom Hanks. Happy birthday, sir. Thank you.
Happy
Cheers,
birthday.
guys. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.